It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and it's time.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
For some Yee tea.
Yes.
All right. So, in Detroit, Ed Sheeran was performing on Saturday, and he said that he wanted to do a cover of an Eminem song. But it turns out he had a huge surprise. And you know, this is a really big pop up and pop out because this never happens. All right, listen to this.
Well, he wrote down the whole crowd.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Can you imagine?
The crowd
Eminem
went crazy.
popped out? Yes.
Yeah.
And then he told them afterwards, Detroit, I missed you. And he said, I appreciate you, Detroit, I love you. So shout out to Eminem.
He stays so low.
He does not play.
He stays out the way.
I remember he had a routine, too, when he would be going to the studio in Detroit. There was a restaurant that he would always go to that people knew you could see him.
Really?
Like a diner.
Really?
Yeah.
He's so regular sometimes.
He don't even care. He's just, all right. And in other performances, Drake was in Montreal, and he's on his It's All a Blur tour. Okay. And again, he brought out J. Cole as a surprise guest, but he also said that he wants to be on J. Cole's album, and people went crazy for that.
Hopefully an album that I can get on, maybe. Maybe I can get on the album. Can I get on the album? I'm going to ask in front of Montreal. J. Cole, can we get on your album? You know, let's get Say less, goddammit!
I love that. I love their friendship.
Yeah. Because people put them in the same category as far as the GOATs, you know, so the fact that they can actually work together. It is always competitive, though, right?
Yeah.
But a healthy competition, because you see what you're like, I got to step it up. And so, but they're both doing great. So.
Who do you prefer, Drake or J. Cole?
I can't say that I have a preference. It depends on the mood.
Okay.
You know, and I think it's hard because certain albums you might like more than others.
Well, Drake has more music.
Yeah, he definitely puts out a lot more music
he's
and
always
pops out a lot more.
He's
you
out.
know? And I feel like Drake also, as far as his range of, sometimes he's singing, sometimes, you know, J. Cole is like a straight
rapper, MC.
Yeah, lyricist.
Yes. I agree.
All right, now Fat Joe is in Men's Health, and he's talking about a lot of different things. He talked about his battle with depression. He talked about his weight loss. And he also said that he dealt with a lot of loss, and that's when he went through this whole depression. He said, when you're fighting yourself, there isn't a wall high enough that you can build. There isn't an island you can go to. There isn't a place you can go to where you get away from it because you're fighting your mind. You wake up, and then the minute you think about it, your brain sends you a message to say, we're not supposed to be happy, and then you fall right back into depression. He talked about Big Pun and Big Pun's death and how that forced him to confront his own health, in particular his weight. And Big Pun was almost 700 pounds when he passed away at the age of 28 from a heart attack.
Gosh, that's a lot of weight.
So that's definitely a wake-up call.
Yeah.
And it took years, Fat Joe said, before he started to lose weight thanks to lifestyle changes, most notably implementing better eating habits. And then he also confronted his depression, he said, ultimately coming out on the other side of his mental health battle. So he said even though he's gotten more health conscious, he doesn't want to change his name.
He can still be Fat Joe.
Yeah, at his heaviest, he was 470 pounds.
That's a lot.
And he did lose 200 pounds. And he said it's his brand. It's what he built.
Yeah.
So
I like him talking about this openly.
Yeah, it is. It's important to have these types of discussions, too, because I think right now weight loss has been such a struggle for so many people, but doing it the right way. And then we see a lot of people are, you know, and we did an interview with Dr. Ramik Hunt. He's an obesity specialist talking about these medications that people are taking, Wegovy, Ozempic.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of information out there, but, you know, even that weight can also lead to depression. Depression can lead to you gaining more weight. It's just a cycle.
Losing weight is not easy. It's hard.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yes, it's hard.
People would be like, just get in the gym. Just eat less.
It's not that easy.
If it was that easy, no one would be overweight.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have About Last Night.
Okay.
And we have a couple of things to talk about here. But I told you guys I was celebrating Zuri's 50th birthday. That is Patti LaBelle's son.
Yes.
And she told some really great stories about him. And we'll discuss that. He's also somebody who I do business with. And I'll discuss that, too, when I come back on About Last Night. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.